In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on November 9, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. TCU Horned Frogs versus Nebraska-Omaha Mavericks. College basketball action heats up as the Omaha Mavericks face off against the TCU Horned Frogs at Ed and Ray Skallmeyer Arena on Thursday night. The Omaha Mavericks commenced their season with a commanding 85-53 victory over Doane, a lower division opponent. Nick Davis led the Mavericks with 14 points, shooting an impressive 6 of 8 from the field and also contributing a couple of steals. Marquel Sutton added 13 points on 5 of 7 shooting and secured 4 rebounds. Frankie Fiddler chipped in with 11 points and 4 boards, rounding out the trio of double-digit scorers for Omaha. Jamal Ambrose led the team in rebounds with 5, and Grant Stubblefield contributed 7 points and a team-high 3 assists. Omaha displayed an efficient shooting performance with a 48.6% field goal percentage, 26.1% from beyond the arc, and a 68.8% free throw shooting rate. The TCU Horned Frogs began their season with a resounding 108-75 victory over Southern. Micah Peavy led the way with 21 points, making 10 of 13 shots and adding 4 assists. Jacob Coles contributed 17 points, shot 5 of 9 from the field, and made 2 3-pointers, along with 7 rebounds and 3 assists. Avery Anderson III scored 15 points, shooting 5 of 8 and hitting 2 threes, in addition to 5 assists. Jameer Nelson Jr. added 14 points, making 6 of 8 field goals and 2 3-pointers, while leading the team with 6 assists and 5 steals. Trevian Tennyson chipped in 13 points, shooting 5 of 7 with 3 3-pointers. Emmanuel Miller contributed 9 points, a team-high 9 rebounds, and 4 assists, while Xavier Cork added 8 points and 6 boards. TCU exhibited strong shooting prowess with a 61.4% field goal percentage, 43.5% from 3, and a 70.6% free throw rate. The point spread may be substantial, but Omaha has struggled in recent years when facing stronger opponents, often resulting in blowout losses. TCU's impressive performance against Southern in their season opener suggests that they are a much superior team. Expect TCU to continue their strong form and secure a convincing victory. Therefore, our full game side pick is TCU Horned Frogs to win and cover the spread as favorites. Omaha is undefeated so far this season, having won their opening game by 32 points. They showcase solid defensive performance, holding their opponent to just 53 points on 34.8% shooting from the field. Offensively, the Mavericks improved as the game progressed, scoring 85 points, including 45 in the second half, with a nearly 49% shooting accuracy. Nick Davis leads the team offensively with an average of 14 points per game, while Marquel Sutton follows closely with an average of 13 points. Grant Stubblefield contributes 7 points per game and leads the team with 3 assists. Jamal Ambrose might only score 3 points per game, but he's the team's top rebounder, averaging 5 rebounds. The TCU Horned Frogs remain undefeated at home, having secured a 33-point victory against Southern University in their last outing. Defensively, TCU allowed just 75 points, showing a strong performance. On the offensive front, the Horned Frogs had a fantastic game, scoring 108 points with an impressive team shooting percentage of 61.4%. Michael Peavy was the star of the game, leading the team with 21 points. Jacob Coles contributed 17 points, and Jameer Nelson Jr. added 14 points along with a team-leading 6 assists. Emmanuel Miller dominated the boards with a team-high 9 rebounds and also scored 9 points. Xavier Cork added 8 points and 6 rebounds. Given the offensive strength of both teams and their recent performances, this game is expected to be high-scoring. The total has gone over in their previous meetings. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. USC Trojans versus Cal State-Bakersfield Roadrunners. The Galen Center hardwood is set to blaze as the Cal State-Bakersfield Roadrunners go head-to-head with the 21st-ranked USC Trojans in a game that could set the early tone for the season. Both teams have kicked off the season with a 1-0 record, making this a crucial early litmus test. The underdog Roadrunners seek to build on their narrow 73-72 victory over the Southern Utah Thunderbirds, while the Trojans aim to assert their dominance on their home court following a commanding 82-69 win against the Kansas State Wildcats. Cal State Bakersfield comes into this matchup fresh off a game that was closer than they would have liked. They posted 73 points in their season opener, led by the electric senior guard, Caleb Higgins. Higgins not only emerged as the top scorer with 27 points, but also made significant contributions across the board. His scoring prowess is complemented by his exceptional vision on the court, making him a double threat. However, the Roadrunners can't solely rely on Higgins. They'll need junior forward Modestus Kankleris and junior guard Marvin McGee III, both scoring 8 points, to diversify the offensive attack and keep the Trojans' defense on its toes. The Roadrunners' defense was only slightly better than their offense, allowing 72 points in their first game. Their challenge lies in tightening up their defensive play to contain the potent Trojan offense. In their previous game, they proved capable, albeit with a 1-point margin. The key to their success will be controlling the rebounds, with McGee averaging 6 rebounds per game, and limiting USC's second chance points. The USC Trojans head into this matchup with a significant offensive advantage, having put up an impressive 82 points in their previous game. Senior guard Boogie Ellis leads the charge with 24 points on a 50.0 shooting percentage, and he's equally effective off the ball, securing 8 rebounds. Freshman guard Isaiah Collier added 18 points and 6 assists, becoming a central figure in the Trojans' offensive scheme. USC boasts depth, with junior guard Kobe Johnson contributing 16 points and senior forward Joshua Morgan adding 11 points. This depth makes the Trojans particularly dangerous, as it's not just the starters who can score, their bench players can maintain the momentum without missing a beat. With a field goal percentage of 51.7%, the Trojans are an efficient offensive force. Defensively, the Trojans appear more solid compared to the Roadrunners, conceding 69 points to their opponents. Their defense isn't just about preventing shots, it's about creating offensive opportunities through an average of 8 steals and blocks per game. If they can maintain this defensive pressure, it could be a challenging night for Bakersfield scorers. The Trojans are poised to capitalize on their home court advantage and offensive firepower to take control of the game. Led by Ellis and Collier, the Trojans' offense looks formidable, making it difficult for the Roadrunners' defense to contain them. Add to that the Trojans' defensive hustle, and it becomes evident that Bakersfield will need more than just a solid game plan to secure a win. USC's offensive depth and efficiency indicate their potential not only to win but also to cover a reasonable spread. The Trojans are well positioned to maintain their undefeated record and build momentum. Expect USC to dictate the tempo and, unless Bakersfield can find a way to slow them down, secure a decisive victory that solidifies their status as a powerhouse in the conference. So the USC Trojans to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Roadrunners head into this game with an undefeated record after narrowly winning their season opener by 1 point. Offensively, they did just enough to score 73 points, including 39 points in the second half, shooting at a 44.4% clip from the floor. Defensively, Cal State Bakersfield allowed 72 points, with their opponent shooting at a 34.3% rate and forcing 8 turnovers to secure the win. Caleb Higgins carried the scoring load for Cal State Bakersfield with 27 points in their first game. The Roadrunners demonstrated balance, scoring with 3 different players contributing 8 points each. Marvin McGee III led the team with 8 rebounds, and Nasom Gaskin added 4 points along with a team-high 5 assists. The USC Trojans will be at home, entering the game with an undefeated record following their first game and currently ranked 21st in the nation. USC's defense excelled in the season opener, allowing only 69 points while pulling down 41 rebounds. On the offensive end, USC had no trouble converting 51.7% of their shots, resulting in an impressive 82 total points. Boogie Ellis was exceptional in the season opener, leading USC with 24 points and grabbing 8 rebounds. Former top-ranked player Isaiah Collier contributed 18 points and 6 assists. Kobe Johnson added 16 points, and Joshua Morgan chipped in with 11 points, becoming the 4th player in double figures. Given both teams' offensive strength and recent performances, over the projected total is our full game total pick. St. Mary's Gaels versus Connecticut Huskies. The 23rd-ranked St. Mary's Gaels take on a formidable New Mexico team with high aspirations for the season. New Mexico began the season with an emphatic win, mirroring their strong start from the previous season when they won their first 14 games but eventually finished with a 22-12 record and a loss in the National Invitation Tournament. Although the Lobos have just 2 returning starters, these 2 contributed over 35 points per game last season, and the team has been active in recruiting from the transfer portal. St. Mary's, on the other hand, secured 27 wins last season and reached the second round of the Big Dance. While they have traditionally played second fiddle to Gonzaga in the West Coast Conference, the Gaels aim to shift that narrative this season. The Gaels returned 3 players who averaged double figures in scoring last season and comfortably defeated a non-Division I team in their season opener. St. Mary's had a strong regular season, ending with a 25-6 run. The Gaels closed out the season with a 4-game win streak before losing to Gonzaga 77-68. In the West Coast Tournament, St. Mary's defeated Brigham Young University 76-69 before falling to Gonzaga 77-51. In their NCAA tournament first-round matchup against VCU, the Gaels held a slim 29-28 lead going into the second half. They extended their advantage to 34-23 and won the game 63-51. Mitchell Saxon and Alex Dukas each contributed 17 points, while Logan Johnson added 12 points with 10 rebounds. UConn wrapped up the regular season with a 24-7 overall record, including a 5-game win streak. They beat Providence 73-66 in the Big East tournament, but lost to Marquette 70-68 last Friday. In their tournament game against Iona, UConn was down 39-37 at halftime, but went on a 50-24 run to win the game 87-63. Adama Sanogo played a key role with 28 points and 13 rebounds. Both teams have high expectations this season, with New Mexico returning their top 2 scorers and St. Mary's retaining their top 3 scorers. New Mexico, with additional new players, might take some time to develop chemistry with the returning players. While they had a strong start last season, they may not have the same shooting success in this game. They dominated their first opponent in their season opener, but still had room for improvement in their shooting. Based on the strength of last year's Gaels, most of whom have returned, they appear to be the superior team in this matchup. Their convincing win in the season opener, regardless of the opponent, reaffirms their status as one of the nation's top teams. They are expected to maintain their top 10 defense and retain their offensive firepower. Playing at home provides them with an additional advantage. Unlike their first game, New Mexico is less likely to dominate the glass against the Gaels or suffocate them defensively. While St. Mary's may not score as prolifically, they have the capability to thwart the Lobos' offense, which heavily relies on them. In this early test for both teams, the home team is poised to win by a margin of at least 6 points, so the St. Mary's Gaels to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The total for this game will be influenced by the team that imposes their style of basketball. With an experienced group and the home court advantage, it is likely that St. Mary's will utilize their slower pace to limit possessions in this contest. The Gaels return a strong defense that ranked 10th in adjusted rating last season and recently held their opponent to a 15.5% shooting percentage, which should stymie New Mexico's offense. While the Gaels are efficient offensively, they might not fully dictate the pace against the Lobos' defense. In a previous encounter with a tougher opponent, New Mexico limited them to under 30% shooting. Last season, the total went under when these teams met. Despite both teams scoring well in their season openers, they faced relatively weaker opponents, especially St. Mary's, which played against a D2 squad. The Gaels were 4th last season in points allowed, with an average of just 60 points per game, but they allowed 69 points in their loss to New Mexico, who shot 49% from the floor. Even in their season opener blowout, the Lobos only managed a 44.8% shooting percentage, and they may struggle with their shooting again. St. Mary's is expected to score, but not excessively, while their strong defense is anticipated to dominate this Thursday's matchup. Given both teams' defensive prowess and their previous performance, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.